Welcome, everybody, and thank you so much for joining us today on this wonderful Friday. At least it's morning for us. It might be a different time for you. And we are so excited to be here together today to be talking about the Android app. I'm Dan, and today we are joined by one of our product managers.
Hello, I'm Hyrum Jensen. I'm the product manager over the Android app, and we just released a new Android app a few weeks ago. Very excited with that release. To give a little bit of background before we jump in and start talking about the app, we built a new app that's a native app. So before it was a single app that we pushed to both platforms, but now we've built native apps on iOS for iPhones and iPads, and then a native app for Android. And some of the benefits of that is the app will be less buggy, it works better, it's faster. The user experience will be better, and we'll be able to move a lot quicker to build some of that new content and new features out in the app. So that's some value that we have by building it as a native app rather than, that's why we had to build a new app. So the new app will have the white background, the JobNimbus logo with the white background.
Like his shirt.
No, like your shirt. The white background.
A white background with the blue, and the old one is like his shirt.
Yeah. So the white background with the blue logo is the new app that you'll want to use.
Yep. And yeah, we're so excited to have you start using this in the field, and we really want to show it off, give you a head start on knowing all the ins and outs.
Let's jump in and show you the app so you can kind of get a feel for it. And if you have a minute, go ahead, and you have an Android device, go ahead and download that app so you can kind of follow along and get some experience with it.
Yeah, here we are in our mobile app. And before I leave work, I usually want to know what I'm going to do the next day. But especially when I wake up, I want to know my schedule for the day. And I love the home screen because it shows me my schedule and my tasks at the very top. As soon as I pull up the app, as soon as I log in to my phone, I get the app pulled up, I can see exactly what I want and what I need to do for the day right here. I can look at my schedule. I can even click on view schedule, and it pulls up my calendar. And I can look at this and I'm like, you know what, this is kind of empty. I don't have a lot to do today. So let's take a look at tomorrow. Click on the next day. I can scroll down and say, oh, I actually have something tomorrow to call Steve that I can move to today. It looks like it's high priority. I should possibly put that on my schedule today because I have time. Clicking into a task pulls up task details where I can then update this task to today. Let's actually update both the start and end time. I can see other details in here. If I want to, I could click on Henry McCoy Roof, which will take me to the job page to see everything about Henry. And once I save it, you'll notice that now it's on today. I can even, if I need to, take a look at next week. I can scroll along this top bar here and take a look at what's happening next week or in a month or so. And then clicking on today will bring me right back to today. It's super easy to use. And once I go through this and I finished with Thomas's roof inspection, all I need to do is click on that checkbox. You see, and let me use my mouse here, you'll see right here, and that'll mark that task complete. Not only do I see my tasks there, but I can also see all of my tasks, all the tasks that have been assigned to me in the My Tasks section. Clicking View All will show everything, and where I can filter via task or the task type. I can filter by priority here, and as you see, I have filtered by priority to see Steve's job right there. It makes it super easy to see what I need to see right away, so I can really zone in on what I need to do for today. This really helps me be efficient out in the field.
Yeah, so if we come back to our home screen, so we have the schedule, the My Tasks, and some other aspects. So as we ran this app through beta, we had a bunch of users that gave us really good feedback on use cases and what was useful and what was not useful, and how we could make improvements. So we're actually making those improvements right now. So we have all of our engineers back in the back room typing away at the computers, building out new features, and we're actually going to be adding, so this is a little bit of a preview, above the My Schedule, we'll be adding some quick links up here to get to your jobs and your contacts in a list view where you can see all of those jobs and contacts, and we'll also be adding them down here below where the My Leads section will be. We'll have a My Jobs and a My Contacts section.
That'll be really helpful.
Yeah, just a little bit of an update of some stuff that will be coming out in the next few weeks. So this app is just getting started. There's a lot of things, a lot of improvements that we'll be making over the upcoming months, weeks, years. There's a lot of improvements that we'll be making as we go forward. Another thing that I want to call out on this screen is this search tool down at the bottom in the middle, right here. So this search just allows you, just like any other search, you can type in a name, you can search for an individual, for a customer, a job that you're working with, and it defaults to this map view. So you'll notice here that I have my location here in the little blue dot, and I can see, I'm near this job right here. And down here on the bottom, the results, if I scroll that up, I can see, this is Tom's roof repair. This is the address. I have an appointment scheduled with this individual. If I click on it, I can open it up and see the details of that individual. If we go back, we can look at our map again. If I zoom in and zoom out, based on where I'm looking at the map, different jobs and contacts will appear in that results field at the bottom. Another really cool thing you can do here is the filter option. So you probably have more than one job in your company. You're a much better company than myself. My roofing company is not doing very good, but I'm sure you're all much better than me. So you can filter by the job workflows that you've built out. You can filter by the different contact workflows. And then as you select that, so if I select this insurance and retail, it'll give me kind of these subcategories of filtering options that I can select. So I can look for appointments scheduled, and then you can just go in more and more detail, and then the results will display down at the bottom, but I don't have any results that are showing up there. So that's a little bit about the search feature and how you can find the different jobs if you're looking for a specific job.
Yep. And this app, I'm loving it. I love all the updates that are coming, and just want to point out that if you have any feedback, you can go to your profile and see that little leave feedback button right here. Click on that, and that will send an email right to Hyrum, where he'll be able to review your feedback, your suggestions, and see how he can implement those in the next build. If you have any questions about how to use the app that you need answered right away, go ahead and use this button to call our support team or send us an email at support.jobnimbus.com by clicking the middle button. If you do those, you'll get a hold of one of our support reps, and they'll be able to help you right away. But if you have any feedback or suggestions, click on the leave feedback button. That way our development team can get that feedback right away and can see how they can implement it.
Yeah, there's a lot of feedback that we're getting, and we love that feedback from you as you're using it in the field and as you're using it on the job. Another thing that I wanted to speak to is what's upcoming, and there's a few questions that actually will maybe address this. There's a lot of new stuff that's coming, so we will be adding in the next few weeks all of the financials. So if we look at a customer here, we'll be adding the financial section where you can have all of your estimates, your material orders, your work orders will all be showing up there. Also, there's a question about documents. That's upcoming in the next few weeks, where we'll be able to upload those documents directly to a job or contact. So that's upcoming in the next 2 weeks. Before the end of the month, we'll have that in the new app. Another thing that's upcoming is the change to the home screen, being able to find your jobs and contacts a lot simpler. If you have jobs enabled on your account, then that'll appear. If you don't, then that will not show up. Yeah, so there's some great things that will be coming up as we build out some new features and enhanced features for the app.
Yep. And as we're always looking to upgrade our mobile app so it works for you, we also want to make sure that you get upgrades in your own company. And for that, we have more resources for you. If you haven't heard about the crew is amazing. If you go to jobnimbus.com/events, you can sign up for the crew, where you can come to our office and talk to our product managers like Hyrum. Tell us what you want to see in JobNimbus. Not only that, you get to talk to like-minded individuals in your industry. You can talk to them about how they're using JobNimbus to level up their company and maybe get some tips and tricks to give your company a level up. Next week, we're going to keep this gravy train rolling. We're going to be talking more in depth about the Android app, specifically everything that has to do with the contacts or jobs. As you saw, we were in a contact, but we didn't talk much about it. We're going to go more in depth next week. If you're on the web app and you want to see what's upcoming, see our announcements, get some tips and tricks on how to level up your company, how to use JobNimbus in your company, see that resource button right here, this circle with a question mark? Click on that. We have so many resources for you. We also have a YouTube channel. And we have videos to build a better business for you. We also have our previous webinars up there that include tips and tricks about all of our features in JobNimbus. If you want to read about a JobNimbus, read a how-to articles. If you're stuck and you just have a question, we have our support center at support.jobnimbus.com. So many articles there. I think last time I looked, there were like 421 articles. There's a lot there that covers so many different features. But if you want to talk to someone, one of our support reps, give us a call. There's our number. Our support reps are happy to help you, and they want to help you make sure that you get the most out of JobNimbus. We're going to open it up to Q&A. We've gotten a lot of questions already, so we're going to go through these questions and answer them as much as possible until we run out of time.
So this top one here.
Yeah.
So the first one coming in from Tim. So you have iOS. So it's not my specialty. I'm an Android man, but we'll do my best to answer. So as far as videos go, that is something that is on our roadmap, to be able to record videos and to add videos to a contact. It doesn't currently exist, but that will be something that we'll be adding in the future. And then the other piece that you mentioned.
Let's see here. The other piece.
About phone calls. So yeah, phone calls is something that we'll be adding, where when you make a phone call, it will save to the contact and it will add it to this activity feed. So that is another thing that we'll be adding on both platforms in the future.
I've seen the beta of that, the call logging, and it's pretty slick.
Yeah, pretty awesome there.
Yeah.
Another question, is it out of beta? Yes, it is out of beta. It's called JobNimbus Mobile in the Google Play Store. So you can go ahead and download that and access it.
Yep.
Can you create an estimate in the new app? In 2 weeks.
Yep.
We'll have that. We're building it out. We're finalizing some of the details, and it will show up, if we look here, right below, in between forms and notes, there'll be a financials section that you'll be able to click on and create your estimates, view the estimates that exist there, make those edits. So that will be in the next couple weeks. We're really close to having that done.
Okay. Jobs and contacts have disappeared from legacy app. But going to the next
Directly to jobs specifically, yeah. So that will be on the homepage in the next few weeks. We'll have so if we go to the homepage, right above the today's schedule will be a jobs link. You'll click on that. It'll take you to a list of all of your jobs. And answering the next question for you, contacts and jobs will be separate. There'll be a jobs list and a contact list, so that will be two separate things.
Yep. And what's the easiest way to upload PDFs to the new app?
Yeah, so that will be coming with the update later this month. There'll be a document section, so between forms and notes, there'll be a document section that you'll be able to add all those PDFs. And all the existing PDFs and documents will show up on that list, and you'll be able to preview those and view those documents. So that's why we can't see the documents right now. It will be coming in the next few weeks.
Will we be able to draw on pictures? We're actually going to talk about that next week. So come back next week, because we're going to go more in detail about taking photos and drawing pictures. We'll give you a little bit of preview right now, because yes, you can draw on pictures using the mobile app.
Let's do a quick. If you go to your photos, you can open up, I have one right there. So here I've got a photo with some text. You can draw, this little tool on the top right icon allows you to open that up. We won't go into detail here, but you can play around with that, and you can add photo. You can annotate and do different things with the photos.
So that's a little teaser for next week. We'll show you exactly how to do that. Will the new crew be more of an upscaled version, not just getting started? We get all sorts of people coming to the crew. We get new people. We get people that have been here a while. And so we try to give a little mix of each of tips and tricks to get you started. Also tips and tricks to keep you going. If you've been with JobNimbus for a while, look for those tips and tricks, those little tiny golden nuggets to keep your company going.
And there's also, as part of crew, there's a lot of time that's blocked out where you get to work with our customer success team. And you can ask them any questions and you can work on whatever you want. So that's dedicated and kind of customized to what your needs are. So if you're a newer company or new to JobNimbus, they can help you build some of that new stuff. If you're more experienced, they can dig deeper and set up some more advanced stuff on your account.
Yeah, the Genius Bar is amazing, and our support reps, our customer success team will be there at the Genius Bar to answer all of your questions to give you that level up.
Yeah, so planning on making the calendar able to zoom in, zoom out, zoom by week and month? Yep, absolutely. That's something that is on our roadmap, so that when you're in your calendar, you can select view by week, by month. That is something that will be coming in the coming months. We got a lot on our plate, but that is definitely one that we've heard a lot of requests on. Will you be able to convert an estimate to a work order? Absolutely. That is upcoming. You'll be able to convert from a estimate to a work order, to a material order, to an invoice. You'll be able to take that and funnel it through the entire process.
Let's see here.
So the iOS app was released probably like 4 or 5 months ago. So that one exists. There's a new iOS app, and again, it's the white background with the blue logo. The old iOS app is actually grayed out, and they're slowly in the process of getting rid of it. So that should be apparent there.
So make sure that you download the new iOS app.
Mm-hmm. There's a way to filter calendar. So this is something we've got a lot of feedback. So a way to view like an admin calendar or to view other people's calendars. So if you're the owner of the company, you want to see the calendars of all of your employees. That is something that we'll be adding when we add the week and month view. We'll be adding that admin view as well, where you can see calendars for multiple people.
Are there any plans to integrate Outlook email and calendar? So you can integrate your Outlook email, or you can hook your Outlook email up with your calendar, but in the web app. So if you're on the website, app.jobnimbus.com, and log in, and you go to your profile, when you'll click on your profile icon in the top right corner, select profile from that menu, and then scroll down to the bottom where it says other subscriptions. Underneath the Google Calendar integration, you can then integrate your JobNimbus calendar with Outlook. I would suggest you read up about the Outlook integration on support.jobnimbus.com in our support center. It's easy to find. Just look up how to integrate with a Outlook calendar with JobNimbus, and you'll be able to read up on all the steps on how to integrate, how the integration works, and all that.
Next question from Ashley. Will there be a webinar for iOS? There have been a bunch of webinars for iOS.
There have been, and they're up on our YouTube channel. We've gone through a lot on the iOS app since it's been out for a little bit, and we've even, as it's been updated, we've gone through and done a new webinars on the updated features. So go ahead and take a look at our YouTube channel on the iOS app. You can, if you go to JobNimbus channel on YouTube and then search for JobNimbus 101 workshops. Our webinars on iOS are there, and we're going to be doing new webinars in the upcoming month or so on the iOS app. So go ahead and keep looking for the webinars, because we're going to be doing new webinars. I think we're going to be bringing back the mobile app fairly often because we love the mobile app.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. What features will be in the release in 2 weeks? So all of the financials, so estimates, work orders, material orders, document uploads, and document viewing will be part of that release. And then also the changes to the home screen with the quick links and the jobs and contacts on the home screen will be what will be released in the next 2 weeks.
Yep.
if you have a task list, so the task list on the home screen, if I click this here, there's a checkbox to the left, it will mark it as complete and remove it from that task. If I click view all, I can see all of the tasks, and I can just mark those as complete, and they'll pull off the list. So you don't have to open up the actual task to mark that as complete. So you can do it right from that list view. Next question with Google Voice. So Google Voice uses VoIP, and there are some tech restrictions of how VoIP works and how it integrates with the JobNimbus app. I know it's something that we're looking at with the texting platform of how we integrate VoIP. There are some restrictions and some limitations there. So as of right now, there isn't a way to get those VoIP calls through Google Voice into it. But it is something that we're kind of evaluating and looking at how we can better serve that type of phone provider.
Yep. And we have time for one more question. We're going to squeeze this last question in that just came in. Let's see here. Is there a way to add direct reports, calendars, and tasks to your view? All I'm seeing is my personal tasks and calendar, as opposed to the legacy app where we could toggle.
Yeah, so as far as the calendar, we'll be adding that where you can view other people's calendars. The tasks, we have discussed how do we manage those tasks and view other people's tasks. It's not something that we're actively working on right now, but it is on a roadmap of solving that, tasks assigned to different people.
Thank you so much for your participation. I love this participation that we've had on this webinar. Thank you so much. And keep an eye out for our upcoming webinars. Remember, this month we're going to be talking all Android app. So come back next week and the week after, and we're going to go in more detail to really give you that head start that you need to look like a pro out in the field. And we wish you all a wonderful day. And thank you so much, Hyrum, for joining me today.
Yeah, glad to be here.
And yeah, I hope you have a wonderful week. We'll see y'all next time. You're all awesome. Bye-bye.